Hello everyone, welcome to another Blu-ray unboxing video, and today we have Saw 2, 3, and 4, glorious Lionsgate SteelBooks, and I will be giving away all the digital copies that come with these. If you'd like to win them, just follow the instructions on the screen, and since there are 3 separate movies here, in your comments, if you want to enter for the giveaway, just put your preference of order you'd like, to win a movie. So, like, if I pick you first, whatever your number one choice is what I'll send you. And then so on and so forth with the other winners. So put your preference order in your comment of what movie you want most and least, and in between. So, yeah. But very cool to have Saw 2, 3, and 4 represented here. Figured I'd just do one big video for these because, they all go together. And I do have the older Saw 1 and Saw 10 SteelBooks that sort of match with these. So, yeah, very excited. Now, this was something I wasn't sure was going to happen, because they released, like I said, the first movie got a special 4K. Then, of course, when 10 came out, they did a special one for 10. And now I was like, okay, we're going to get the other movies? Because, Jigsaw had a 4K already, and then Spiral had a 4K. But we need to get 2 through 7 with 4Ks. And Lionsgate, I love you guys. Saw, of course, being one of my all-time favorite horror franchises, I was dying for this. Like, even though I hate Part 7, I don't hate it. Hate's a strong word. Part 7 sucks. But I will gladly pay the money for 4K SteelBook to go with all these. I'll buy the whole series. Even if you re-release Jigsaw and Spiral in this format, I'll buy it. You know what I mean? That's how much I love Saw. So yes, thank you very much. So let's go one by one here. I like to call this the Darren Lynn Bousman trilogy. Saw 2, 3, and 4. Of course, he did come back for Spiral some years later. And he was actually at a convention I was at recently, Spooky Empire. I didn't get a chance to talk to him because I was already spending a lot of money, and I didn't really have the time. I was busy seeing other people. I would have loved to talk to him, though, because I've watched all these movies endlessly. And he's definitely, I don't want to say he's my favorite Saw director. I'm a big fan of Kevin Greutert. I know Part 7 was a mess, but that's not his fault. But, yeah, he's definitely up there in terms of Saw directors. So he's done the most, obviously. But, yeah, Saw 2, which is an excellent sequel. I adore Saw 2. Some people actually like this more than the first Saw, which, is totally fine by me. But, yeah, really cool. Great concept. It's sort of like they're all trapped in a house. Do get Dolby Vision and Atmos. Very nice. I don't know how these transfers are yet, by the way, obviously. But we do get some new 4K features here. Director Darren Lynn Bousman looks back. So that's going to be cool. And then these movies always had tons of features, too, which I liked. So we do get all of these carried over here. Oh, they do include the commentary with James Wan and Lee Winnell. I remember there was like a special DVD of Saw 2 back in the day that had that, and I didn't have it. I've always wanted to listen to that commentary, so I'm excited for that. So each of these SteelBooks, of course, goes with the whole Lionsgate getting creative with their slipcovers. So we have John Kramer here with his mask, and then you take it off, and then you got all the puzzle pieces. That's pretty neat. Tobin Bell, one of his best performances in this movie. Because in the first movie, you didn't really get to know him, obviously because of the twist. So, really cool to get to know his character. Now, this is my only gripe, though. I don't really love that the background is just plain. I don't know. I don't know if all of them are like this, but we just get the 2 needles here, and or syringes, I should say. That's the theme for this one, Saw, with the 2 syringes. I've always liked the Saw with the 2 fingers, the poster. But it's fine, it's meant to be the syringe trap, obviously, with Amanda. So, it's okay. I would have liked something better on the back, though. But this is like a spot glossy finish, or there's like some other finish. It's glossy, but it's like, not really. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. So, it's pretty cool. All right, let me open this up and I'll show the code. And we get some amazing disc art here. That's the 4K. There's that. Back of the digital is blank. And then the Blu-ray, sort of get the same artwork, but with a different color. So, that's neat. I like that. Let's go ahead and take these out. Oh, look at this. This is great. Wow. You get Amanda just covered in syringes. Wow, that is crazy. And then we get Billy in the background. That's really cool. I don't know if this is the same artist that worked on the Saw 1 Steelbook, but if it is, man, that's incredible. He actually left a comment on my video for Saw 1. So I forget his name, though, but man, you did a great job on that one. So I would like to assume, though, that it's the same guy, you know? So that's really neat. All right, let's go ahead and put these discs back in here. And as we go through this video, I'll determine which one of these I like best, you know? So let's go ahead and close this one up here. But yeah, this one, my favorite part is definitely the cover and the slipcover, you know, illusion, I guess you could say, whatever. Saw 3, love this one as well. Huge twist at the end, obviously. If you haven't seen any of these movies, I'll try not to spoil. But if you know, you know. I think everybody pretty much knows. So this one's neat, too, because you get the pig mask here. And I believe it reveals Amanda. Yes, so that's beautiful. Love that. Really cool. So let's go ahead and show off all the features here, which you do get a ton of. Right there. We get the credits. Dolby Vision and Atmos. Really cool. Love the first 3 as a trilogy. They really work together well. So we'll talk about Saw 4 in a second. I still love Saw 4, but we'll talk about it. So Saw 3. Really cool. Alrighty, take that off. Here we have Amanda, and we get pigs in the back, so that's pretty neat. That's, of course, from that one trap, which is disgusting, with the judge and the pig bath, I guess you could say. Oh, there it is right there. But we get Billy at the top. As you can see, he's kind of shiny there. So all these steelbooks have the same kind of finish on them. You think at this point in my YouTube career I would know all the different kind of finishes, but I'm stupid, so sorry, I don't know what this finish is. So this one looks like it's kind of wraparound, so I'll show that off. Let me, I'll show the code here. All right, so this one you get the discs on one side, which is interesting. I don't know how they determine what kind of, you know, way they do the discs like that. Back of that is blank. So Saw 3, time to let go. So you do get those messages that are written in red on the walls. For Jeff, face your fears. That's pretty neat. Let's take that out there. And this is a sad moment. You know, he has to burn his son's toys to get to the key to save the lawyer. So, or the judge, I should say, sorry. So that's neat that they went with that as the interior. You know, you get the little piggy face right there. So, which, of course, is ironic because pigs, you know. But, yeah, this one's gorgeous. I love this one. As much as I love the cover of 2, I think I like this one overall a little better. The inside of 2 was nice, though, with Amanda and the syringes, but I don't know, something about this one's, like, very ominous and dark, and, you know, I love the slipcover reveal, you know. So, I don't know, I think I like this one more. Captured Shawnee Smith very well here. Again, whoever the artist is, you're doing a great job on these. So, let's go ahead and put the disc back. Saw 3. That's the Blu-ray. And I like, too, that they put the circle and the O right there. Time to let go. Face your fears. That's funny. Alrighty, so let's close that one up. Saw 3. And here we go, Saw 4. I've always had like a love-hate relationship with this movie. I love what this movie does for the Jigsaw backstory, and I do love all the little twists and turns in it, but this movie has way, way too much going on in it. Like, there is a lot of shit going on in this movie. It's not a pleasant watch, I'll just say that, and it's kind of crazy to even say that, because people are like, Saw isn't supposed to be pleasant. But me being a big fan, it, you know, the gore and stuff doesn't bother me, and I've seen them a million times. But this one has never been, like, an enjoyable watch. I don't know. I did a whole, what was it, I think it was a ranking video. Yeah, it was a ranking video many years ago. If you want to know my in-depth thoughts on all the movies, go watch that video. That one, you'll see how big of a Saw nerd I am. But I talk in length about how, like, Saw 4 was just kind of a mess for me. But don't get me wrong, I don't put it super low on my list or anything like that. It's probably sort of in the middle. But still, just too much going on in this fucking movie. But this one's got some great artwork. You got Billy the Puppet, and you got, like, chains and gears and stuff. So we got Saw 4. There's the IV right there. And then, of course, you do get that one scene where he's a bomb, essentially, and he blows up in Perez's face. So that's a neat choice for that. That's pretty cool. So that's what that looks like there. Saw 4. I like the colors on this one, too. It's different. You know, they don't have to be all uniform exactly. So, and this one is a wraparound, which I'll show. So that's pretty nice. This one's probably going to win Best Artwork, I think, for me. So that's pretty neat. Let's open this up and not show the code. Again, we get the 2 discs on the right side instead of one on each side. I don't know how they determine how that happens. I don't know. And then back of the digital is blank. And then we do get the Play Me tapes, and they kind of line up, too. That's pretty neat. I like that. Oh, look at this. It forms a big picture with the background art. That's dope. I like that. 4K disc. And then Blu-ray disc right there. And then there's the inside. So sort of like a workshop kind of deal. And then here's the outside. Wow. That is cool. Yeah, this is the best SteelBook out of the 3. Really love this one. Awesome. That is gorgeous. I mean, look at this. And then you got that one trap with the girl in her hair. That's what that is. That's crazy. Wow. Billy looking extra scary here. So, yeah, this SteelBook's getting a 10. The other ones, I'd probably give Saw 3 like a 9, and then Saw 2, I'd probably give like an 8, just because the back is a little too plain for me. But, yeah, very cool. So, that's Saw 2, 3, and 4, guys. Which one of these do you like best? Even movie-wise, which one do you like best? And you could drop your whole ranking of all 10 movies if you want. But real quick, I'll do a comparison with the other SteelBooks, because they do sort of match up, and hopefully we get the other movies at some point. As of this recording, there's been no announcement. Okay, please don't fall over. And by the way, this color scheme of Saw 4 is very much reminding me of the old DVDs back in the day, if you guys remember those. That's what that looks like. So, I wonder if that was intentional. Alright, here's the first Saw. So go ahead and line that up there. As you can see, sort of, kind of, right? Yeah. So, and then part 10 sort of got a similar treatment here, which annoyed me because I had to buy part 10 a second time. Shit drives me crazy. No picture up here, though. That's the only thing. But still, very cool. So there you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10. And if you're really curious, for shits and giggles, I brought out part 8 and 9, even though they're not meant to go with this set, I guess, but it is what it is. So, there they all are. So, we really need 5, 6, 7. If you want to do another one of 8 and 9, go ahead. I guess I'll buy that. But I'm happy right now. So, I will be watching these again at some point. I do want to see what the 4Ks look like. Yeah, and hopefully the Saw franchise is in good hands. I think Blumhouse bought Saw, right? So we'll have to see what happens with that. And I really want them to follow up on what happened at the end of Saw 10. Even though there shouldn't be any more movies. It's like getting ridiculous. But they kind of left things open at the end of Saw 10 a little bit with Cecilia. But anyways, let me know again in the comments how you'd rank the movies and how you feel about these releases. This video is way too long. Oh my god. Anyways, thank you for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye.